Subscribe to Vids Tube for latest tech-related videos. Last year I did a detailed comparison between the Series 7 and the Galaxy Watch 4, which is linked at the end of this video, and in today's video let's compare 2023's premium smartwatches at this point in time, and that is the Apple Watch Ultra and the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Samsung's Galaxy Watch 3 ran on Tizen OS, which is compatible with both iPhone and Android phones. But the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and even the previous Galaxy Watch 4 runs on Google's latest Wear OS 3, which has no iOS support at the time of filming this video, and it seems like it ain't coming down the road either. So right off the bat, Galaxy Watch 5 Pro or even the Galaxy Watch 5 will not work with iPhone. And Apple Watch Ultra, or matter of fact, any Apple Watch will never work with any other phones than iPhones. With that said, the choice is pretty obvious. However, keep watching to know what are the differences in terms of functionality, battery life, user experience, and much more with both these top-of-the-line smartwatches. And if you are like me who carries both iPhone and Android phone, then this video will help you to choose which smartwatch is a better suit for you. Everything is time-coded along the video timeline for ease of viewing. Let's start with price and model options. I want you guys to pause the video now to read through this screen, and feel free to even save this video in your playlist so you can come back to this at a later point in time, as this entire chart will let you know all the differences between Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, Galaxy Watch 5 and the Galaxy Watch 4 in terms of size, color, weight, display, material, battery size, sleep tracking, route tracking or trackback feature, and price. By the way, the price may vary depending on when you're watching this video, and all the prices are in Canadian dollar, so you can convert according to your region. But just briefly analyzing this chart, and from my personal use of all these Galaxy smartwatches, I'll say that if money is not an issue, I will pick Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, as just the battery life and all these features along with the build quality and material makes it worthy above all the other options. But if you are low on budget and have a smaller wrist size than mine, then I'll pick Galaxy Watch 4 40mm Bluetooth edition, as you will get all the premium features compared to other premium smartwatches for a price tag of less than 260 Canadian dollar. On the other hand, Apple offers only 3 options on their website at this point in time. Again, pause the video to read through all these detailed chart about all the differences between the Apple Watch Series 8, Apple Watch SE and the premium Apple Watch Ultra. Here you'll find everything including price, which again can vary depending on when you're watching this video. Now, it's quite apparent from this chart that if you have an iPhone and you're looking for an Apple Watch but on a budget, then your best bet will be Apple Watch SE. However, you will miss out on ECG, blood oxygen, temperature sensing, IP6X certification, always on display and smaller display size, but you will only be paying 329 Canadian dollar, which is pretty close to the Galaxy Watch 4 44mm. And if you want the best of what Apple Watch can offer, then the Apple Watch Ultra is your best bet if money is not an issue. Now, don't forget, Apple does not sell the previous Apple Watch Series 7 or Series 6 on their website, but you can get them from Amazon for less than 500 Canadian dollar, and both Series 7 and Series 6 are top of the line Apple smartwatches. I have done a video for detailed differences between them, and the video is linked in the description. Be sure to check it out. With all that aside, let's talk about the design and looks for both these top-of-the-line premium smartwatches. Now, frankly, design comparison is subjective, as if you want a circular dial, you ain't getting that with any Apple Watches. So it comes down to your personal preference. I don't mind either of these shapes, but I do find that the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro will look great in any scenario, like say for example workout, party, casual wear, or even formal or professional outfit. Apple Watch Ultra on the other hand does look a bit chunky, but honestly Apple Watch Ultra does stand out, and I have been asked many times in the public question along these lines: is this that expensive $1,000 Apple Watch? I guess a lot of people know more about Apple Watch Ultra than the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But this is how both these smartwatches will look on my 6-inch wrist. If you have a smaller wrist than mine, then I would say Galaxy Watch 5 Pro will be a better fit than Apple Watch Ultra. With Apple Watch Ultra, you may need to use aftermarket accessory to make it stand out, like I have done right here. Full video of all these accessories is linked in the description in case if you want to check them out. But if I were to pick one, I will go with the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, as it looks good with any outfit. Now, in terms of build quality and material, both these smartwatches will give you a premium feel as they both have a sapphire crystal glass protecting their display with a titanium body strong enough to withstand a rough usage. So for me, this category is a tie. However, I will let you know that the back of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro to me seems like it's made out of plastic or something, and it sure does not feel premium. But hey, don't worry, it won't get noticed as the back sits on your wrist all the time. And on the other hand, the back of the Apple Watch Ultra in fact is made out of ceramic coating, so even the back of the Apple Watch Ultra feels premium. Galaxy Watch 5 Pro gets a shout out to its display being sunken, so it gives that extra layer of protection to the display than the Apple Watch Ultra, as after all, glass is glass and it will break. Now, in terms of display, both these watches are really great, but I can't deny the fact that the Apple Watch Ultra's 2000 nit bright display rocks this category. I don't know for sure the exact nits of brightness for the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, but using both these watches since they were announced, I can assure you that for almost all instances, indoor or outdoor, Apple Watch Ultra's display has been popping out. Both these displays are very crisp, but there is something more to the Apple Watch Ultra's Retina display, and since we are on the topic of display, both these watches have always on display, and both these watches does great with always on display, especially in terms of battery life, as with previous Galaxy watches or Apple watches, always on display was a bummer. If you turn it on, the watch won't even go past 1 day per charge, but both these premium smartwatches will make it more than a day and a half easily with the always on display even at the max brightness. Now, in terms of specs, both these watches are top of the line. You won't feel being spec deprived during the regular use as they both run off a powerful processor, enough RAM to support intensive tasking. So instead of me reading out all the specs, let me tell you guys about my user experience. Both these smartwatches, when locked to their ecosystem, provides a top of the line robust user experience. They both can run third-party apps, most of the apps that you need on a routine basis like Spotify, Maps, Smart Home Control, even car remote control, fitness app, all the basic utility app, etc. are available at your fingertips. I did not feel limited by using either of these smartwatches. The root integration of these watches with their ecosystem is very robust. Like if you have a Galaxy tablet, phone, laptop and earbud, you'll find that the experience with the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is quite similar to what you would encounter with an iPad, MacBook, AirPods Pro and iPhone. Both these watches are very smooth. I have not encountered any lag, no connectivity jitters, notifications and calls makes it every single time. I am able to use the payment method on both these smartwatches at almost every single store. I have used Google Wallet for my Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and I have never encountered a payment error, and most of the stores and outlets here in Canada accepts both Google and Apple Pay. There is an option for Samsung Pay on the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, but Apple Watch Ultra has only Apple Pay, which again from my user experience is solid. I can reliably leave my banking card at home and rely on the Apple Watch or the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro to get the payments be taken care of. Storing points card on both these smartwatches with native app or third-party app is like a breeze. Here are a few differences that I noticed in terms of sheer specs. Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has the bioelectrical impedance analysis sensor that the Apple Watch Ultra does not have, and you can measure your body composition analysis with body mass, fat mass and skeletal mass, which you can't with the Apple Watch Ultra. Galaxy Watch 5 Pro can measure blood pressure. I've done a full video on how to calibrate Watch 5 Pro for accurate blood pressure, and it's again linked in the description. Apple Watch Ultra can't measure blood pressure. Now, Apple Watch Ultra can measure temperature variation due to the presence of temperature sensor, which at this point in time Galaxy Watch 5 Pro cannot. But mind you, you will need to wear Apple Watch Ultra for 5 consecutive nights. One major difference spec-wise will be the onboard memory. Apple Watch Ultra has 32 GB of onboard storage, and by default Apple Watch Ultra has LTE built in. So if you use LTE, then you can add a ton of songs and images for offline access. Versus the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, it only has 16 GB, which is sufficient, but certainly when you start adding a whole bunch of images and offline music on the watch, you will run out faster than Apple Watch Ultra. So this is something for you guys to consider. Apple Watch Ultra is very robust with waterproofing. It has the IPA6X water and dust resistance. It even has military standard rating of 810H with up to 100-meter water resistance, which is way above the pay grade for Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Apple Watch Ultra also has the EN 13319 certification for diving, and it has the depth gauge with temperature sensor, and more importantly, it has the Oceanic Plus app, which is like a dive computer on your wrist. All this is certainly not even an option on Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Apple Watch Ultra also offers emergency SOS, international emergency calling, fall and car crash detection with its high G accelerometer. It can precisely detect a car crash and notify the emergency authorities in case if you don't respond back. Plus, it has an 86 decibel siren audible up to 180 meters, which is a life-saving feature not available on Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Apple Watch Ultra also, as tested in my previous video, has a robust hand wash detection and reminder app which works like a charm. Apple Watch Ultra has this background noise monitoring app which Galaxy Watch 5 Pro does not, and it's also very robust. It's so robust that even when you're listening music too loud on your AirPods Pro 2, your Apple Watch will alert you to turn down the volume, which is truly ingenious, and Galaxy Watch 5 Pro does not have this. Because of all the above safety features and specs enhancement, I will personally pick Apple Watch Ultra over the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Both these watches can run third-party games, and I have done gaming videos on both these watches that you can find on my channel along with 500 plus tech videos, so definitely subscribe, plus it's free to do so. But overall, I find that games on Apple Watch Ultra are superior than the games on Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. The navigation experience on both these smartwatches is solid and easy to get used to in just few hours. However, my major gripe is that the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro does not have a mechanical rotating dial like the Galaxy Watch 3. The digital tactile rotating dial is good to have, but it's not as satisfying like the mechanical rotating dial. I really wish there was an option. I would likely pay an extra $1 to get that. On the other hand, Apple Watch Ultra's rotating crown, as always, is the best. The haptics, the vibration, and the overall feel of using the crown is super satisfying, and you can't beat that. So my pick in terms of user experience will be Apple Watch Ultra. Talking about watch faces right off the bat, Apple Watch Ultra or any Apple Watch does not allow third-party watch face, which sucks despite of its native watch faces being sufficient with both digital and analog as well as custom background clock faces with multiple complications and options. But I can't deny the fact that Galaxy Watch 5 Pro literally has tons of free and paid watch faces options, and believe me, you'll find more good options on Galaxy Watch 5 Pro than the Apple Watch Ultra in terms of watch faces. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is the battery life, for which both these smartwatches are famous for. Compared to most of the premium smartwatches, both these smartwatches has a top-notch battery life. Certainly, we cannot compare Huawei or Honor watches with these, as they do have a 14-day of battery life, but they don't even have remotely close features like an app store for apps and games, massive processing power, and health sensors like these two smartwatches does. Now, battery life is subjective, so depending on your usage, your mileage may vary, but the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has a 590 mAh battery cell, and the Apple Watch Ultra has 552 mAh. Now, from my usage, the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro most certainly made past 3 days mark consistently, even with heavy usage, and Apple Watch Ultra did make it to 3 days, but on a heavy usage, it may not make it to 3 days. But anything more than 2 days is a banger for me in terms of smartwatches, so you are not charging these watches every single night. On an average, Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is a 4-day smartwatch, and Apple Watch Ultra is a 2.5-day or 3-day smartwatch. Obviously, with GPS and always on display, you cannot get these mileage. The benefit of Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is that it can wirelessly charge from the back of my Galaxy smartphone that supports reverse wireless charging. So I don't need to carry its charger with me, just carry my smartphone charger and I'm all good. Versus the Apple Watch Ultra, I have to carry its original charger if I want to fast charge. And speaking of fast charging, both these smartwatches can fast charge with their included chargers. So I would pick Galaxy Watch 5 Pro for battery life. Now in terms of speaker and microphone quality, both these watches are great, but from my testing, the Apple Watch Ultra has a magical speaker and microphone quality. Every single time the receiver on the other end did not realize that I was talking from a watch. The microphone quality is that good, and so does the speaker quality. It's not just loud, but somehow it's very crisp and clear. The sound coming out of the Apple Watch Ultra speaker is comparable to a smartphone speaker. Don't get me wrong, Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is also good, but I'll almost certainly pick the Apple Watch Ultra for its speaker and microphone as well as call quality. Now in terms of typing experience on both these smartwatches, both of them are great. Apple Watch Ultra finally has a QWERTY keyboard, and the overall typing experience is very good, and I would say it's a tie in terms of typing experience on both these watches. But that ain't the case for the virtual assistant. Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has Google Assistant and Bixby. I've done a detailed video for this linked in the video description, and Apple Watch Ultra has Siri. Now from my personal use, Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is way better, as Google Assistant is very robust at detecting all my commands even with a heavy accent. Smart home controls, integration to system settings, connectivity to web, multi-layer contextual conversation, etc. It is all very smooth with the Google Assistant. Siri is good, but not to a point to stop me from picking Galaxy Watch 5 Pro as the best in terms of virtual assistant. Now in terms of fitness and health tracking, as said earlier, both these watches has built-in sensors like ECG, blood oxygen, heart rate, sleep tracking, workout tracking, reminders to stand up, drink water, sleep, and health rings are all very good and versatile. But Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has blood pressure and the bioelectrical impedance sensor with body composition analysis, which Apple Watch Ultra does not have, and Apple Watch Ultra has the relative nighttime temperature variation monitoring sensor, which is again absent on the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Both these smartwatches are great and quite accurate compared to my other FDA approved medical devices, and are also good at dynamic workout based heart rate tracking. In fact, far better than most of these smartwatches. Now in terms of GPS data, both these are quite accurate and reliable. They both can detect a signal very fast, and they both even offer trackback feature, which is very handy. Blood oxygen, that is the SpO2 analysis, is also on par with each other and other medical devices, so kudos for that. Apple Watch Ultra finally offers detailed sleep tracking, so does the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, and both of them are on par and accurate, but the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro has an extra trick up its sleeve, and that is the snore detection, which Apple Watch Ultra does not offer, and I have done a detailed video for that on my channel. Now in terms of workout tracking, both these smartwatches have pretty much all the needed workout options. They both are waterproof and are able to track swimming. This video is already too long for me to take a deep dive in workout tracking, but from my testing, both these watches are great. However, Apple Watch Ultra has the advantage of robust dive tracking, and also it has multiple workout options like triathlon, which is not available on the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. With that said, here are my final thoughts after using both these smartwatches for a while now. Apple Watch Ultra is very expensive, and most of its features are not meant for an average person like me. So for me, the only reason to pick Apple Watch Ultra over Series 8 or let alone Series 7 will be the battery life and durability. So if spending more than $1,000 on a watch does not feel right to you, then go with the Series 8 or Series 7 if you have an iPhone. And if you have a Samsung phone, I would rather pay that extra $100 over the Galaxy Watch 5 to get the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro for the amazing battery life, solid build and material quality, and the ability to track back with GPS, as it's worth the extra spend. So for Samsung phone, my pick and recommendation will be the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. But if you are like me, who carries both iPhone and Samsung phone for any reason, I would suggest to go with the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, as spending $1,000 ain't worth it unless you are a high endurance athlete or a professional who goes on expedition, hiking, or extreme diving, which I am not. Finally, if you own both these expensive smartwatches like me, then the question is, which one will go on your wrist regularly? Well, in that case, the answer will be Apple Watch Ultra, as on a routine basis, I still appreciate its bright display, exceptional speaker and microphone quality, enhanced battery performance, fitness and sleep tracking with body temperature analysis, and integration to the Apple's ecosystem. Let me know what are your thoughts, and if you made it this far in the video, please hit that like and subscribe button, as this video deserves it, doesn't it? And also check out these videos, as you will find them helpful.